Alright, so we got some lemonade, some orange crap. Sunny D! Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Splatoon. Horrible intro aside, let's get started on the Octo Valley. Today we're gonna knock out 4 levels due to popular demands. Like, John, I need more squid in my life, and you know what? I will supply that copious amount of squid that you desire. So I went off screen and actually did a couple things. We upgraded our gear just because I wanted to test out how well it fired compared to my old one. And also, I unlocked all of these levels so I could easily locate them and do them in order. Spreader, Splatfest, ink stains, and teardrops. Okay, interesting name for a level. As always, Splatoon, you never cease to amaze me. Alright, we are orange in this one. Neato. And yeah, this is kind of the whole level mechanic again. We got these things that go left to right and fill the area with purple ink and get rid of our own, which is kind of a bummer since we sort of need that to progress. So we'll naturally just have to use it. This level's pretty cool. I like the whole like festival background thing going on. I know every single episode I'm just like, I like the backgrounds, and there's awesome things all around me, but I truthfully do. It looks really cool. I don't know. Maybe I'm the only person that thinks so, whatever. And hey, we have not seen armor in an extremely long time. Oh, they forgot about us and said, you know what, you ain't getting any armor, kid. I don't want you to have any. Let's actually get up there and not have to deal with any of that orange, actually purple stuff. It's like, that was another thing, the purple, the Sunny D thing. It's like, purple crap, and it's like, why would you even have that? Why would your mom get you anything but Sunny D, dude? Makes no sense. Half the people don't even know what I'm talking about. Apparently it's like, like before it was Sunny D, it was Sunny D. Why am I talking about old beverages? Well, heck, I think they still serve it. Not anywhere I shop. Yeah. Only this Let's Play we would have a 3-minute conversation about soft drinks. By God. Let's knock out these boys. We've seen these guys before like a million times. We ain't even scared of them. We ain't even scared. I'm not scared. Are you scared? I'm scared that I'm gonna miss the C-scroll. Not anymore though, because I got it. Now that we have that, it's pretty much smoothie sailing for the rest of the level. So let's quickly climb up. Come on, there we go. Climb up the rest of this wall, and then move on to the next part. And before we go, I want to make sure to shoot that, because you know what? If I did not have that one tiny bit of EXP, the whole game would have been over. I would have got to the boss, couldn't do anything, and I'd instantly lose. And nobody wants that to happen, man. People want me to succeed, right? Or is it funnier if I fail? I don't really know. But I'm gonna try my best not to fail, because, you know, it's a video game. Usually you shouldn't try and lose on purpose. I don't know about you guys, but when I play a video game, I try my darndest, because there are people out there who are suffering from the inability to play video games. And I, for one, am disgusted by the fact that some people out there don't want you to win at video games. It makes no sense. I know it's an epidemic, but we have to stop it. It's horrible. And yet again, another balloon with one experience in it. Come on, help me out a bit. God. And the Zapdos for this level is extremely close. So what we're going to do is we're going to splat that, get behind the cover, take care of this dude. So far, those are the only enemies that even have a remote chance of, like, harming you. Are the, you know, Bacterians with a little 2-button things going on. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna be patient for once, and I got him, guys. I showed him what for. And yeah, that's pretty much the end of the level. It's pretty cool. These things aren't really too difficult to get around. It reminds me of a game I played, like MS. It wasn't MS-DOS, but it was like really early computer days. It was a very bizarre game. It was about an egg that you'd like build levels for and like help him. I don't even know how to describe it, but basically the developers of the game just gave you a level editor and were like, go to town, and you better believe I did. Somewhat, as I constantly... It was like one of those games that was like, 2,000 games in one! One of them's good! And I'm like, okay, sounds like a deal for 4 cents! And little did I know, it was not a deal, even remotely. Anywho, let's go to the next level, which I did sort of out of order. That happens a lot in this game. You're like, oh, I thought I was done. No, you weren't. Stupid. Or did I? I don't even know. This level's pretty simple, too. We just have these fans to take care of. Yet again, I'm saying all the levels are simple, but that's not a bad thing. I know it may sound like I'm just talking about this game's difficulty as like a negative. Honestly, this is a really good, like, warm-up for multiplayer. At least I feel like it is. Sure, you're not going to encounter, you know, all of these enemy... Actually, you're not going to encounter any of these Octarians in multiplayer. It's against sheerly just squids alone. But, you know, you're still going to get used to, you know, staying behind cover, splying areas. Sure, like, Turf War is a little bit more dynamic than the single-player where we're supposed to get to the end. But, you know, it's... I don't know, I feel like it's a good... okay, that really did not kill, okay. Slightly aggravating, but we'll make do. Ah! I actually think that, like, falling down and shooting, while it looks really cool, is probably not very good for your aiming, so maybe I should stop trying to do that. It's worth a shot. What's up with that? It looks like there's, like, sand falling on us, but it's not sand, it's just like, dust. It's very odd. Get down that dude, no again. Got pretty close to losing our life. The whole area fills up, we'll lose that. That'll happen again. See scrolls right over there. Now that we got that, we can get out. Oh, we have enough experience to actually get another level up. One of our items, which is nice. And yeah, that scroll was kind of a pain in the butt. See, I keep saying this like every episode. Like, I want to get me trouble, and it's like, John, it feels like every single one of these sea scrolls gave you trouble, and then you'd be correct, because I'm not that good at this game. And finding things in general, to be perfect. Well, in some games, I think I am. Like, most RPGs, I at least figure things out before I think most people do. I could be wrong about that, but most action games, I'm just like, well, I didn't know I was there, dude. Except for maybe the FromSoft games. I know my way around them, pretty much. And I want to save up enough ink. Shoot this and hit that guy. Oh, man, I totally messed that up. Let's maybe get a bit closer, not rely on our sub-weapon as much, which I really need to not do an online play. For those who don't know, online is pretty fun. It's really addicting. It is the main portion of this game, but I think the single player, like, it may not be worth just the purchase alone, like some single players for shooting games are. And I keep not wanting to call this a shooting game, because I honestly feel like it isn't. It's like something without a genre. I know that sounds really pretentious. That's because it probably is, but I don't know, this game doesn't feel like other games, if that makes any sense. It feels like it's sort of in a league of its own. That maybe is a more pretentious thing to say, but that's how I feel about that game. If you couldn't tell, I'm really, really enjoying this. Just so fun. This is like a game I feel like was almost tailor-made for me. Granted, I'm not very good at it, as I've said about 20 times, but yeah, I like it a lot. I also really like the Zapfish. Let's rescue the little dude and bring him back to base so he can, I don't really understand what we do with these little guys. I mean, if the Octarians are using them to power their, like, power outlets, aren't we going to do the same thing? Isn't that a bit cruel? Am I looking too much into this? Yes, definitely. And Department of Energy has announced a further decline of availability of electric power likely to occur in the near future. Cool. Well, I guess that sort of answers my question. At least they're looking into it, which is good. Alright. 2 levels down, 2 more to go to meet our quota to get the next boss kettle unlocked. So let's try and get to that ASAP. If I could actually aim on the wall, that'd be great. Right. Let's fly into this next level, which is going to be extremely unique compared to the rest of them. Which, yet again, not bashing, but it's just really, really cool. That's just my opinion. Here we have a level that is radically different. Octoling Invasion. Basically, we're going to fight people with the same powers as us. And we've got company, bucko! Octopus ahead! There's scallywags can turn into octopuses and swim around, so they basically have the same power as us, as I was explaining. And they also have the same firepower, which makes them way more deadly than normal Octarians. Although they're not. Yeah, they kind of just ran into my bullets. Probably not a good practice if you're trying to defeat your foes. Just throwing that out there. This map is extremely huge, but as long as you follow the EXP, you should be fine. I'm just gonna wait around a corner because I'm a camper, actually. I think I'm too aggro, if anything. Like, I've never been the guy to, like, camp around, which is, like, I think why I may not be so great at every single combat game. I like to run around a lot. That's my thing, and I think there are some upgrades that we can get here. Just to increase our orb gain, but before we do that, C-scroll right behind this little ramp. It's easy to miss if you're not paying attention. And you are going... Okay. Need to bump up the sensitivity, I guess, because my turning is not great. Usually I like to play shooting games, though, with, like, a mouse, but something tells me Nintendo will not implement that feature anytime soon. Hey, we could hope. It'd probably not be that helpful, honestly. I remember, like, PlayStation 3 had that option, and it's like... Okay. I wonder, honestly, how many people use that. And let's see, is there anything else? Oh, I think they're... Ooh. I'm gonna try and chuck a grenade over there. So I have to deal with this Octo. Just knock him out. Nah, that definitely won't hit. Okay. Something to... Oh, I thought that was another enemy. I think I'm just gonna get inside of the ink rail and then show them who's who. Oh, no! We lost our armor. Let's try this. Get back here. Okay, good. So we lost our armor. That's a bummer. What are you gonna do, though? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Well, I'm gonna get to the enemy. Is there anything left? I think that's it. Could have used our special weapon, I guess. But at that point, it probably would have been a waste, considering the level's already over before it even began. And Kelp Dome Showdown is over. Bummer, but I actually kind of like that level. I wish they just like send like waves at us. That'd been really cool, but yeah, they kind of showed up one at a time, which probably isn't that good if you think about it. And here we have some artwork from the Octarians depicting their squid as the snake from the Bible. Okay, that's kind of funny actually if you think about it. And yes, oh, we can switch our... we should totally do that. We should upgrade our... You are so smart, Captain Cuttlefish. So we don't have the burst bombs or the secrets unlocked, but what we can do is if we upgrade our splat bomb, that'll go up, and we can also upgrade our ink tank. So eventually we will get to the burst bombs and the seeker in due time. So I think it's a good idea to like kind of spread your stuff around, you know, not just focus too much on just your main gun, because you know your ink tank and stuff is also pretty helpful. So might be a good idea, might be a horrible idea. I don't honestly know, but I do know this. We're gonna take down the last level of this world and then be ready to fight the boss. So let's proceed on to this place, the unidentified flying object. Yeah, this is basically a multiplayer map they turned into sort of like a mini boss sort of thing. That's an Octo Striker! He launches nukes out of his stupid fat head! Oh god, he ran straight into wood. That is not good. So basically, we need to get to that UFO, and he cannot target us when we are in our squid form. I guess because we're either moving too fast or we can't see from all the way out there. Now, there are tons of things to get in this level, but you gotta understand that Octo Strike is deadly and has an extremely wide range, and he just pumps it out so frequently, so I may be doing my best to avoid damage and just move down. Oh yeah, more Octarians. The thing is, you do not want to fight the Octarians and, like, the Ink Strike. It's just a pain in the butt. Like, you're already avoiding firepower from like above and from ahead of you. It's kind of a pain, and yeah, there's one right behind me. Let's actually do this, and there should be an enemy right there. Sweet. And we'll drop down here, and we'll get the C scroll. No! Just barely dodged that. It's been bad if that hit me. It's pretty much a one-hit KO, unless you get to like the very bottom of it, and then you should be fine. Let's get some more orbs, and we're getting very close to the UFO. This is also the tutorial level, though I didn't really show the tutorial level off, so I don't know how you know that unless you play the game prior. The tutorial, in my opinion, is just I might be dead. Just fine. Just barely fine, actually. I got pretty close to it. Hey, we're alright, aren't we? And there's another UFO that apparently is pack power. I don't really know. It has something to do with our zapfishes. And that's bad. So, you know, they exist anymore, so let's blow them up and rescue the zapfish inside. Yeah! That was really close. You gotta get. See, I just do not like the Ink Strike, man. It's a pain in the butt, and now we gotta fight the source of it and his comedically small feet and 3 tentacled tails. Kind of odd. Oh god. Yeah, let's not let that. So basically, there's a bunch of these minions, and you could take them all out, or just go straight for the dude. Which I'm gonna go straight for the dude. Once he stops moving, maybe it's best to knock these guys out, because once he's gone, or once they're gone, there's literally nothing stopping you from taking out the main one. Yeah. A couple more shots and should go down. And give us a hefty amount of EXP. So, all in all, pretty simple level, I guess. It wasn't really... I mean, I don't know. I think it'd be challenging if you didn't understand the concept. Like, if you didn't play multiplayer and you didn't understand how wide of a range an Ink Strike was, it'd probably be pretty rough. And the trouble over Inkopolis has been resolved. Sweet. And now that's been taken care of, we have defeated every single threat in the second world of this game. And now we're ready to take on the next boss and get another blueprint. So in the next episode of Let's Play Splatoon, we're going to go fight another boss and get another Zapfish freed. So I want to thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next part, where we take on The dreaded Octo nozzle. Anyways, see you guys then. Bye.